And in terms of your relationship with Faber editorially, both in terms of No Fireworks and now Hope for Newborns, how has that relationship worked? Are they very involved editorially, or is it generally just a kind of top level, run through?
It's not that heavy as an editorial process at Faber. I mean, with both of my books, they were pretty much there before, they're pretty much done before I got a deal for them. It's more just the odd bit of advice, really, and the kind of, I've had advice all the way through all of my books from lots of people, and I would hand out a chapter to a friend or to somebody that I trust, and they'd say, "Oh, have you thought about this?" And sometimes I'd say, "Yes, I have, and I know what I'm doing," and sometimes somebody would make a point that's worth listening to, and I think as long as you have faith in your own gut instinct, then you should have the confidence to be able to take on advice from other people. And with both my books with Faber, that's really just what it was. We'd go through it and there would be a few suggestions. Actually, with Hope for Newborns, the editorial process was a lot more smooth and a lot easier. It needed a lot less work, actually, by the time that it got to Faber. And I think literally we went through, my editor had a piece of paper with maybe about 4 or 5 points on it, and we just sat and talked about it for an hour or two, and that was it.
Hopefully over lunch.
I got no lunch this time. I got a lunch last time because they were trying to impress me, but no lunch this time. And yes, I went away and did some further work on it afterwards, absolutely. But they're really very hands off. I've not yet been asked to put in a car crash or a car chase, or in fact anything car related.
In a Charlie Kaufman adaptation.
Yeah.
3 books in 4 years, with 2 just about to be published. Over and above smoking a giant post-coital cigarette. What next for Rodge Glass? Well,
3 books in 4 years makes me smile because, first of all, it sounds good, and secondly, because it's not true, really. Because Fireworks was 3 years in the writing, and so we were really going back to, I don't want to think about it. Yeah, I have 3 books in 4 years. I have a novel and a non-fiction book that I really want to do next. The novel is called Once a Great Leader, and it's about an ex-British Prime Minister who was disgraced horribly. And I really want to write a big political novel. I think sometimes it takes a while for the ideas to fight with each other, and maybe I'll look back at this in a few months and laugh at it because I never started that political book. But that's the one I really want to do. And I don't know if this is going to come off, but I really want to write a non-fiction book with a man called Damalola Ajagbona, who's currently been deported from Britain, and a book about immigration. Damalola is a model citizen and is being kicked out, and it's a case I feel quite strongly about. So I would like to be able to write something with him, but I don't know exactly how it's going to work. I have other book ideas as well. I want to write a silly book about Man United one day. Perhaps about somebody who plays for United once and gets injured and never plays again and becomes horribly bitter. And my family would be happy with that, I suppose. But you've got to write one at a time. I don't think I would write 2 at the same time anymore. So I've got lots of ideas, but it usually takes a few months to work out which one is going to win out.